Welcome, collective. Today we are cutting straight through the noise. The person or your mind has spent weeks trying to convince themselves that they are perfectly fine without you. They ran into distractions, work, and superficial connections just to avoid your absence. But the clock has run out, the fog is clearing, and they are officially snapping out of the illusion. Let's turn over the cards and look at what happens now that reality has hit them. We open with the Seven of Cups. This is the card of illusions, options, and false fantasies. When they first pulled away from you, they thought they had so many choices. They thought the grass could be greener or they could easily replace your vibration. But look at this card now. The fantasy has completely collapsed. They are realizing that every other option around them is completely hollow. The illusions have faded, leaving them staring at the cold, hard truth. And here's what they were actually running from: the devil. They used distractions like a drug to numb the pain of your absence. Whether it was partying, working around the clock, or entertaining toxic cycles, it was all an attempt to escape the heavy soul tie they share with you. Snapping out of it means they are finally waking up to the hangover of their own bad choices. They realize that they didn't escape you, they just trapped themselves. Which brings us to the Three of Wands. The shift in perspective. They are no longer looking backward at the past or trying to justify their mistakes. They are actively standing at the shore, waiting and looking out for a way back to you. The momentum has completely shifted from running away to wanting to move forward. They are realizing that the longer they wait in this silence, the further you drift away from them. Look at this sudden surge of mental energy. The Knight of Swords. This isn't a slow, passive realization. This is a sharp, sudden breakthrough. Now that they have snapped out of their ego, a wave of urgency has completely overtaken them. They are overthinking every second of the silence, and the impulse to break it and rush back into your energy is becoming completely undeniable. Because underneath that urgency is a profound regret. The Five of Cups. They are mourning the loss of your connection. They are sitting in the wreckage of the silence they created, staring at the emotional damage their pride caused. They are no longer blaming you. They are no longer playing the victim. They are finally taking full internal accountability for the hurt they caused. And that brings a massive burst of inspiration. The Ace of Wands. A brand new passionate spark. The absolute second they fully snapped out of this fog, a new desire to rebuild this connection is going to ignite. This isn't a weak, hesitant energy. They want to come back with a completely fresh approach, driven by raw, unfiltered passion that they can no longer suppress. And our final anchor is judgment, the ultimate wake-up call. The universe has officially stepped in and closed the chapter on their denial. This separation was a mandatory test for their maturity, and they have finally passed the breakdown phase. They are being awakened to the absolute truth of who you are to them, and they are being called by the Spirit to make things right. Collective. The fog has cleared on their end, but your job still remains exactly the same. Stand firmly in your power. Do not interrupt their wake-up call. If this direct message brought you clarity today, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel right now to join our collective and stay aligned with the truth. And I'll see you in the next reading.